Look, I have this necklace and these rings. They have to be worth something.
Get in line. Half the people Ellen here came to Belfast to sell their products.
Here! What is it?
There's a lot of uncertainty in Belcar.
I've had about enough of this. They can't pay me enough to protect these caravans.
You're telling me you know what it takes to fight warriors made out of stone. How are you supposed to fight them? We left the carts in the middle of the road and ran.
There's an arena up there. Not so bold for the taking.
Fighting in the streets is not as safer than guarding the caravan.
come for and check. Did you get lost?
What?
Has a significant presence of both the fighters and the mages guilds. We have sizable halls for both within the trade.
What's the good morning, good afternoon. You're typing out a message? What's the message? By training? You have an alt character? Oh, okay. Is it max level? Okay. Alright, so we want to make sure we do have a sword and a shield going. and possibly some type of staff. This way she could use the ice staff and the sword and shield when she reaches max level. So you want to do sword and shield ice staff for the weapons? But we could still make a gear that's going to hit hard so and level her fast so it doesn't, like, the character don't feel like shit while she's doing that, you know what I mean? You could literally tank earlier levels of the game without being a tank, as long as you just have a sword and a shield of some kind. Yeah. She's probably gonna have less health with, less health with the gear I give her though, unless she wants that. I can put health enchantments on anything. It's completely up to her. Because I would have to kind of, yeah. I would have to split up the enchantments. Ask her how many stamina, how many magic, and how many health enchantments she would like. That's a good question. How many stam, how many mag, how many... No, I don't need mats. Don't worry about that. There's certain questions I want to get. I want to get it right. Like, when you use sword and shield on one bar and a staff on the other bar, it means that some of your abilities are going to cost stamina, sword and shield, and some are going to cost magic. Right? So she can't just have, like, all magic or all stamina. She's got to have some mix of it. But the question is, does she want max health or not at all? It's not needed. I don't think it's needed. Okay. I'm so close to being 9 trait on my, Well, no, it's not that. It's just that I have a jewel crafter that's 9 trait, but it's a different character. So a little while back, I wanted my main crafter to also have 9 trait, and I'm 1 day away from the very final necklace. Just 1 day away. Yeah, and then it'll be 28 days for the final necklace, and then my main crafter is also 9 trait jewelry, which allows me to make the gear in the proper sequence, because you want your weapons and jewelry to be Heartland Conqueror, because jewelry, you just make it for leveling white, so you don't ever get purple out of that. But the body pieces for the other set to complement, those you want to be the other set, but the way I have it set up now, I have to do it in reverse, but it doesn't make that much of a difference, honestly. 14. That's really, yeah, she won't notice. It'll be fine. About to be 14. Alright, tell her to continue playing right now, and I'll make the gear for 14. How's that sound? I can do 13. I can do 12 or 14. It's not 13. How much does she know about the game? Like, if I mention sets, will she know what those sets are? Or... Okay, does she know what set she wants? Tell her I'm gonna make her, Red Eagle mixed with, whatchamacallit, Heartland Conqueror. Ask her if that's okay. Oh, wait a minute. Guess what? I can do Heartland Conqueror jewelry. I'm all set. It only required 8 traits. Sweet. That's great. That means the hard part is done. That's great. Okay. Let's see here. So mostly stam, you're saying, is the way she's going to be set up, right? Mostly stam? Yeah, unless you use staff, I guess, yeah. Alright, so we'll do... We'll do 2 stam, 1 magic on the jewelry. Alright, now, she's gonna have a secondary weapon, but she won't be able to use it until level 15. But it's gonna be sitting in her inventory locked, I would hope. The main one, we're gonna make that one the sword and shield. The main one, we're gonna make sword and shield, right? Okay. And then when she reaches 15, she'll be able to put on the ice staff. Okay. Got it. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good news. Good for you. You're the only one that can hear me, right? Yeah, they say when you let it go, if it comes back, blah, blah, blah. Good for you, man. That's what's important in life. Yes. Well, yes, but it's actually the ball's in your court now. I tell you what I learned, if I could go back in time. The only thing that matters is how that person feels. Nothing else. Don't ever let anything come between how that person feels. Unless they go insane and they start like trying to stab you and shit, you know what I mean? Like, for no reason whatsoever. Then maybe get some medical help. But if the person is you know, a normal person, there are all these extra things that you need to be doing to make the person understand how you feel about them. And it's never going to be the same thing. You can't just repeat the same thing. So you have to take time out of whatever you're doing in your life, or whatever else you normally do, and find one thing that you can do. Even if it's once a week, it's more than any man is doing for that woman. You have to find something to make the person think, this person's actually thinking about me, even though they should be kinda, you use the word stagnant, but you don't want stagnant in the relationship. You want spontaneous and exciting, you know what I mean? Like, the game is great because it allows you to stay in a safe place and play together. That's great, that's wonderful. But the moment that something happens where you can show that the game means nothing and she means everything, you drop this game or anything else and you make sure that she knows how you feel. I didn't do that, and that's why my life is shit right now, and it will be until I die. So don't make the same mistake I did. Okay, so she is going to be using mostly heavy armor. So I'm thinking 5 heavy, 1 light, 1 medium, just so at least the light and the medium are auto leveling. Yes, because that's what you end up with anyway, and you want those skills to level with you, so, you know, definitely, okay. Okay, I gotcha. Damn. Do one on your account. Have her. Yeah, but then you can't play with her. It's only her playing separate from you, no? Uh-huh. Yeah, I get it. Well, if she ever does go back on her other account and she needs to make a character on that account, I'll make gear for that character too, so that's always an option in the future. Yeah, that's another thing. You don't want to be controlling. I mean, if I knew you in real life, I would like the idea of that. If you know what I mean. I don't think that really matters, though. No, no, it feels like they might be a bad influence or something like that, but it's not. It doesn't. It's not really the same thing. Sometimes people put themselves around other people simply because that's an actual person, and what they're doing to make themselves look a certain way is just a side effect of them living their life, and you're not seeing that. But nobody is anything in particular. Everyone is everything. So you don't put yourself in a situation where you judge them for that type of thing. You know what I mean? I mean, now if they're doing like heroin, and she's around people doing heroin, that might be a problem if she can't control herself, type of thing. So you gotta weigh what's important in the balance. If it's just women that are loose, it's not gonna turn her into a loose woman. It doesn't change who you are to hang out with somebody like that. Could be making her feel better about herself to hang out with somebody like that. Or if she feels like she's helping somebody by being able to give them advice and shit like that, you know what I mean? Makes the person feel like they're needed. Yeah, but it's actually none of your business. Separate what she does and her stuff from you, unless that's to do with security. Security can't be compromised. That's the only thing that's important. Ah. Well, if that ever starts happening, we'll need that address. Wait, what level did I just make that? Uh-oh. Oh, I did make the right level. I thought I just made all max level tier. That would go. Food.
Jaira, Denis, Rekota. Jaira, Mako, Rekota. Jaira, Mokori, Rekota.
Yeah, they hit about that hard on the dummy at the end of the test. About 100k. Yeah, like towards the end though. That's how hard they hit. That's the best sets in the game too. You can't get a higher combination than Basai and Kinra at the moment. Perfected Basai with Kinra. You can get a higher number though if you replace the one slime claw with probably like a Vulcan Scoria or something like that.
Jaira, Taderi, Rekota. Jaira, Makoma, Rekota. Jaira, Denima,
15.
Rekota.
It is, but she'll have 2 level 14 weapons ready to go. Let's see here.
Jaira, Huoko, Rekota.
Alright. Everything's done, I'm just gonna throw the enchantments on and mail it. So it's going to you actually, right? And Vespertine. What are you doing on Black Desert? You're doing your maintenance, right? You're gonna do your maintenance. What's going on? Just make sure you close them when you're done going insane. I don't know how the game plays them all, but it fucking does, man. It's amazing. Every one of them it plays. I know, right? What's going on with these fucking people? So weird. Which one's that? Which one's that? Oh yeah, it looks cool too. All the moving characters in the boat. It's pretty wicked. Yep, absolutely. It's on the bed. Yep. Yeah, I always do. That's one of the things, no matter what, I'll always get. Like, if I don't have crowns, I'll buy crowns just to get it. I've been collecting them since they came out. I don't think there's even one that I don't have. I'm pretty sure I have every one of them. Yeah, you might have to go in first person, look forward, and jump and move forward a bit. I'm gonna actually set them up on some sort of table or something, rather than have them on the floor. I was thinking about that the other day. Yeah, I just put them in just to show them off. I didn't put them on a proper display. It looked like a kid who took his toys out of a fucking toy box. Just laying them all out. These G.I. Joes go here, and the Godzilla goes here. Laughing, you don't seem to be online. Oh, you listed in the guild as offline? Okay, you are. Level 13, there you are. I would come to you and give you the items, but you don't check the mail until the second thing. Like right now, don't look at the mail. I'll let you know when. You should be able to get it all in one shot without having to reload. Still gonna mail it to you. It seems like there's 3 pieces of mail. Yep, there's 3. Okay. Alright. In about 4 seconds you can check. And it should, all 3 pieces of mail should be there. It's supposed to be only for testing. And the more stuff you put, the more lag you'll have that'll make the test. Yeah, that's why it's empty like that. I have other houses that have all kinds of craziness going on that I can show you. There's houses that are used to rank up in the guild too, like finding things in the house that are hidden and far away. I'll have to show you one day. Just 3, and I don't even have Thief, which is disappointing. No, I don't have the Thief. Back when I got those Wonderstones years and years and years ago, everyone used Shadow. No one used Thief at all. You know, what's really weird is you don't even reach the critical cap by yourself. You only reach that crit cap when you're getting, like, all the extra bonus crit damage stuff, like the horn, and, like, that stuff. That's why you don't want to be that high. Otherwise, by yourself, Shadow hits remarkably hard. But everybody switched to gear that doesn't give you crit. That's another reason why you have to use Thief. Because now we don't use Mother's Sorrow. And so you kind of lost all that crit chance from not using that set anymore. That's another reason why I think people switched. What are you going to do now, Vespertine? You want to do a red pedal Bastion? Make yourself some money. So much money. Yes. Which place? Oh, well, you were in there a lot, yeah. It's some other people. How far? Nice skin from there. Ah. Yeah, I don't understand how anybody does it with 3 DPS. I just don't get it. People have got it. Yeah, you know, in my head, well, also the DPS themselves, because you take a lot of damage in there that's like unavoidable. Let's say you have an AoE on the floor, and one of those, you know, this global things comes floating by, and your AoE hits him. He's gonna send shocks after you. Every time he gets tagged by one of your AoE, these little shocks will fly through the air and hit you. So I don't understand how, without a healer, you're supposed to deal with that. What, do you just not to cast ground AoE? Well, you can if you have a fucking really... Yeah, if you have a good healer, though, you can. Like, JJ will heal you through that. I just don't... It's so difficult with... Oh, that's a good that person. Yeah, but the DPS, are they using Pale Order rings? Is that like the standard? They don't, right. So all of the DPS have to be healing themselves with their own heal? Like crit surge. Yeah, 3 DPS only works if the 3 DPS are all really high. If you try to 3 DPS and one of the 3 is just like a newer person, newer player, it's not going to feel the same, and therefore you're not going to have the same effect, you know what I mean? Dead enemies can't do damage. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe Garland's still in Crimson Cove.
All this way and for nothing. Hello?
See, what I don't understand is, how is Garwin not 3600 CP? Garwin does more to raise their CP than any of the 3600s that are 3600 right now. So what kind of exploit did they do that they beat this person doing 20 hours a day in Crimson Cove? I don't even understand it. You hop on Elden Ring now. I'll see you later, Rasputin. Enjoy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll send you a message. Mm-hmm. Have fun. Thank you. Take care. That game is so fucking terrible. I don't understand how anybody can play that game. I don't even get it.
Did you know?
Not one of the Dark Souls games ever made.
Please, listen to me for just a moment.
Not
It's very
Bloodborne,
important.
not Dark Souls, not Demon Souls, not one of those games ever made was the current technology of the current game code. Every time they came out, they always used 10-year-old, 15-year-old game code. And it's just disgusting the way it plays. I imagine it's the same kind of thing as like Minecraft. Like, why do people like playing Minecraft when the graphics look like that? It has to be the same type of thing. Why do people want to control a character in Dark Souls when the character controls like that and the camera moves like that? It's just so old. And I can't. It's never been new. They've never come out with a game. You know what it looks like to me? It looks like. Yeah, of course it does. No, well, they're using the same engine from Dark Souls 1. It's all just textures. But here's the thing. Yes, that's right. That's right. I was just about to say that. Dark Souls to me feels like a company that was really good at how much money they spent and how much money they make off of their game. Like, that's actually their accomplishment, is that their game didn't cost shit to make compared to how much money they're making off of it. And that's where they shine. You know what I mean? They're like Tesla and Elon Musk. Sure, he's impressive because he's the richest man in the world, but, you know, he's still an idiot. But I guess it doesn't matter that, you know what I mean? Once you have a successful game, like, to not do that. It's like Fortnite. Fortnite is just such a weird moneymaker for a game. It's so strange that people want to drop in somewhere. If they get killed, they have to restart. That's just a strange way to play a game. Like, let's see how long I could last before the whole thing ends and then I have to restart again. A weird ass way to play a game.
Hello.
Yeah, well, you have to keep refining stuff to give you a little bit of an edge. And there's some sort of thing that you get from doing it that carries over, but yeah, and it's fun as an arcade game, but to play it like all the time, it's the type of game I would throw quarters into a machine and play. Not a game I would like have in my home and be playing and shit. I'm not gonna lie, I was checking out this new game that's coming out soon. And normally I wouldn't even have looked at it because I thought it was something else. And that's why I wasn't even looking at it. It's called Ghostwire Tokyo. So I just assumed that Ghostwire was something kind of like that hacking game. No. The other one. The what is it called? Something Dogs? Watch Dogs, right. That's a real hacking game. Watch Dogs 1, Watch Dogs 2. I thought Ghostwire was like Watch Dogs. Well, Ghostwire, Mirror's Edge. I don't know Mirror's Edge reference, but Ghostwire looks very interesting as far as what's going on in the storyline. It's very extreme. It reminds me of those Korean shows that have been coming out on Netflix. There's been some really weird Korean shows with some really weird ideas that are just like off the wall. It kind of looks like that. I might get it. But there has to be something that. Yeah. You notice how this is the same actors a lot of the time in the movies and the shows? What was the Wu Assassins before? Because that sounds familiar. Our TV series. Sure, yeah, of course. Alright, Laughing, I'll be back a little while later. You got it, you too.